Welcome to the channel, M&K's Lawn Paradise. Yes, I am a lawn guy. I'm at my job right now, but a lot of people have questions of can you start a business with the John Deere that y'all just seen? And I'm here to say yes, you can start a small business with a John Deere mower just like this. So I'm here to answer those questions. If you have them, yes, you can. So we're gonna get into talking about it, because I'm gonna talk about how I started my lawn service and why I started it. Okay, and you seen I had the echoes right here. I had the echoes going on. Let's see if y'all can see them right here. These are not mine. I'm at the job right now. I'm not cutting grass. It's raining outside, if you can hear the rain. So I'm at my full-time job. I do lawn on part-time. So tons of videos of me coming showing y'all about how I go about cutting grass and how I go about pricing and every little detail you want to know about lawn service. So if we're gonna talk about the John Deere right here, can you start a business on it? Let me go ahead and sit down on it, and we're gonna talk about that. And I'm gonna show you the pros of this John Deere, and we gonna show you that you can. So can you start a lawn service with this John Deere right here? It was it's an X350. John Deere's a little bigger than what I started on. I started on a D190 or something like that. Don't remember, I sold it for 800 bucks when I got me a zero turn. And y'all stay tuned to that. I'm gonna post my my equipment tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a video tomorrow on my equipment and what I use to cut grass. So this is M&K's Lawn Paradise. But yes, you can. Now, when you're starting off a small business, always think, okay, I just want a few yards. Don't go in there thinking, oh, I want to get as much yards as I can and overwork myself with something like this. It takes you more time to get the yard done, depending on what size yards you have. Because it's not a zero turn, you have to make them right turns. You got to make it look good for what you got. Okay, so it takes more time out your grass cutting to get it done with this John Deere, or any John Deere that you have that's not a zero turn. It's going to take more time. So with that being said, yes, you can do it, but always start off small. When you're starting off a small business with cutting grass, you want to start off small. Always think small. Yes, you might be asking me, I don't have to. No, you don't have to. But you go ahead and start, and you'll start seeing how long it takes you to get these yards, big yards, done with this compared to what a zero turn can do. Now, I started with this. That's why I say yes, you can start with something like this. I just said I started with a John Deere with a D something model. It was smaller than this model, I'll tell you that, and it was a 42 inch. I had 3 acres to do. It took me 3.5 hours to get that 3 acres done. So that was an hour and a half. That was an hour per acre, plus the weeding it took. I had to weed the ditches and then around his house and stuff like that. So it took me 3.5 hours to get it done. Now, when I got my zero turn, I cut that down all the way to 2 hours. It took me 2 hours with a zero turn to cut the 3 acres plus the weeding. Okay, so you see the time difference of what it'll take you to get it done. Besides a zero turn, whatever deck you have too, you gotta if you get a zero turn and you're want to do big yards instead of small yards, I tell you to start off with, you want to go ahead and get, a bigger deck if you want to do something small, bigger with a zero turn. So I got a 54 inch, which I'll be showing y'all that on this channel. So make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, comments always help, and we're gonna keep more lawn service videos going. All right, so with that, yes, you can. I started off with it. I started off back in 2017. I started cleaning gutters in 16. I added lawn to it the next year, which would have been 17, and we've been taking off ever since then. Been cleaning gutters out, and now I'm doing cleaning up yards. I keep it just mowing yards and edging and weeding and all that. I blow out, rake. I do all the cleanup stuff too. But I don't do none of the landscaping. I kind of keep that away from me, because you gotta know what you're doing when it comes to landscaping, and I like stuff to look beautiful after the job. So if I don't know how to do it, I'm not gonna put my hands on it. Now, if I get with somebody that know what they're doing, I can learn from that. But yeah, I had yet to get somebody to work with me on the landscaping part, mulching and all that other good stuff. So yes, you can start with this. It's a beautiful little John Deere mower. It's not a zero turn. It'll get you, the radius on it will get you there. It'll turn for you. You just gotta know how to work it out. Is it a little tough? Yes, it can be a little tough. Doing it, messing with it, trying to get them lines right, trying to get the property looking good with the lines and stuff like that. It can be tough. But I'm here to say the job can get done depending on what jobs you have and how long it's gonna take you. We work off of time. People pay us for our time and the time it's gonna take to get their yards done. So with that being said, you have this, you're gonna start charging a little bit more because how long it's gonna take you to get that yard done. Now, that's on your prices and how you wanna price your stuff. Me, I go off of time, how long it's gonna take me to do this yard, and I calculate the math from that. So, always go off of that. Don't fault them because you got something small and it's taking you a long time. Don't always jack the price up because what you're using, it's not their fault that your equipment is smaller and it takes you a long time, but always take in consideration of what it would, you know, your size yard, the weeding. The weeding is the most taxing part on the body when you cutting grass, and we all know that because we cut our own yards. So we know what it's gonna take to cut up somebody else's yard with something like this and the amount of weed that's got going on. So always calculate that when you take in consideration your prices. Not normally like because the equipment you use, but how much gas it takes, how much it takes to get to that yard from your house or wherever you're at and stuff like that. All that comes into play. But that's another video's pricing and how we go about that. But can you mow with this? Yes, you can. Now, as far as these Echo Boys, I don't use Echo Boy. I got a Steel. Don't know the model number. Like I said, I'm gonna make a video on that. I'm gonna show y'all that. But these are the Echo Boys we use at work, which I'll show you where I work at. This is my full-time job, but I do it on part-time because I get 24 hours off. So I got too much time off, so I gotta get it done. I just had bought a head just like this, and I'm gonna show y'all the install of that head on mine. It's pretty neat. I like the speed feed. I do not like the old, you know, what the Steel have, take it off, the old way of lining it up. Now that works for me, but I know when I get done with I'm almost done doing the yard and string go off. Now I gotta take the head off, wind it up, 2 little pieces, cut the pieces in half, wind them both up, and then put it all back. Well, I could just put my feed on there, put it through, turn it, soup. So I got a Steel. What I bought was an Echo Boy head, but it comes universal, so I'll be able to put it on the Steel weeder that I have, or Steel trimmer, let's say it like that. Weed is the brand. Steel trimmer at my house. So stay tuned to that video. I'll be showing you how to install the head. But I ain't new to this. I'm new to the channel might be new, but I'm not new to cutting grass. I gave you the years. I started in 17, been cutting every since. Been doing gutters since 2016. Had a good rip with that, but now the gutters, a lot of people don't care about their gutters, so I started seeing that add lawn to it and then offer the gutters at the same time. Works out better that way. Okay, so John Deere, yes, you can do it. Get it done. Get it done with this. It is awesome. I started off with it. If you are just starting, this is what you have at your house that you use on your lawn. Guess what? Take it, get you a trailer, put it on the trailer, and haul it off with a truck. Okay, if you got a car and you're doing small, haul it off with your car. It don't matter. I see people pulling trailers with cars all the time, and they hook a hitch up on the back and they keep on pulling. It don't matter what you have, but you can start with this and start getting you some little money, income coming in, and then start saving that money to get you a zero turn if you plan on getting bigger yards and more yards. You want to start saving the money you make off of this to invest in what you trying to do. It takes money to make money, so you take that money from your small yards take your John Deere, pretty good little mower. It's gonna give you what it's supposed to do. It's gonna make sure your yards get done. It shouldn't break on you. I had mine for 2 years before. I cut for 2 years before I actually got a zero turn. Okay, so I use this bad boy, not this Zacklin one. This is for work. Like I said, I'm at my job right now, but I used one of these when I just started for 2 years before I bought a zero turn, and now I got more yards and I work them in off my full-time job. Go ahead, get you one of those. They come out handy. Let me get my hand out the way. They come out real handy. Okay, so with that being said, make sure you go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. This is more M&K's Lawn Paradise. My name is Marquis. That's why I keep saying Marquis, because I have a channel called Marquis Viewpoint. So that's another channel I'm going. But I've been cutting grass for a while. I see a lot of people need to know things and want to know things about lawn service. So I'm starting me one up. Ben had my lawn service going, but I'm starting the channel up. Make sure you subscribe, because I have a lot of details and the years of experience that I've been cutting that I have grown to know and learn how to weed, because I didn't do that. I didn't know that when I started, and all that comes with experience. Anything you just learn is gonna come with experience, and I've been doing it for a while now. I have a lot to tell y'all and talk about, so stay tuned to the installing of the Echo head on my steel. Stay tuned to that, because tomorrow I'll be shooting a video on that one to get that done. But as you see, my job works for the fire department, so that's where I work, and that's what I do full time. So when I get my time off on 24 hours, I go ahead and cut grass, because you know, having that much time off, I don't just want to sit at home all day. I need something to do. I'm ADHD, I need something to do. So with that all being said, hopefully you can take something to learn from this. Get you a John Deere just starting off, and go get in and cut some grass. You just gotta push more. Put that on your back of in your truck and go start off and go cut grass. It don't matter what you got. You can start a small little business with anything that you got going on. I see a lot of people side hustling right now with their push mowers, with their little John Deeres, with their Kubotas, with their all the brands. I can name all the brands. They just, whatever you have, go cut that grass with it, you know what I mean? And start you something, because guess what? It don't matter. You know how many yards they have out here in this United States? Plenty of yards. You can get customers, trust me. Especially with advertising, and this comes in advertising. So make sure you subscribe. M&K's Lawn Paradise. Thank you for tuning in, giving me the time of day. More videos coming your way. Thanks.